right, let's try this thing again. So glad you're here. I'm Beth, and I wanted to share some tips with you on motivation, or how to be motivated when you really feel unmotivated. It's just a fact of life that I feel like motivation comes in waves. Some days you're going to be super motivated, and some days you're not going to be motivated. And this could be for anything. This could be for your health and fitness journey, but it could be for housework or just in general in life. That motivation is going to come and go. You're going to feel more productive some days than other days, and that is okay. So I've been thinking a lot about how to motivate yourself, because motivation really is an emotion. It's something you have to work up and within yourselves, and it's really an emotion rather than just, a physical, tangible item. So how can you get motivation when you're feeling unmotivated? First of all, for me, my motivation, it dwindles when it is extremely hot outside or extremely cold outside. So in the midst of summer, like right now, my motivation is dwindling. It is so hot outside, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be outside. I'm not going to work out outside because it's so hot. And where I live, it goes in waves of being dry and then really humid. And we're in one of those humid parts right now. And so I don't want to do anything outside. I am super unmotivated. And then I'm sure in the winter, we have the winter blues because we're unmotivated. We get sad. We don't see the sun. So it's okay. So when you're unmotivated, let's say you just got back from vacation and you need a vacation from your vacation because you're just so worn out from doing everything. I don't know about you, but the mantra in my family is work hard, play hard. So when we go on vacation, you better believe it's not relaxing. It is. We are seeing as much as we can in as little time as possible. So when I get back, the last thing I want to do is household chores. Sometimes I'm ready to get back in the swing of things, but sometimes I'm not. And like this past weekend, my husband and I went away for a little getaway, and it was so relaxing because I didn't have to think about doing the dishes. I didn't have to think about doing the laundry. And those of you with kids, I'm sure, can relate. When you get that time away from your kids, you don't have to think about feeding them and doing things for them. So when I came back from this weekend, I was kind of unmotivated. Not gonna lie, just happens. So here's a list of things that you can do when you get back from vacation that can help you spur yourself on. Immediately go to the grocery store, because I'm sure if you've been gone for an extended period of time, you've emptied the refrigerator, you don't have a lot of food in your pantry. Immediately go to the grocery store. Now, I invested in a little thing called Shipt, and it is someone who will go grocery shopping for me and deliver it to my house. It's the best $50 a year I have ever spent, and I've used it like 5 or 6 times already, so I've got my money's worth. But on Monday, when we were headed back to our house, I was on my phone ordering my groceries so that when we got home, they would be delivered. Like they were going to get there right when we got home. So that was super awesome. And I didn't have to go to the grocery store, but utilize the grocery pickup from Walmart, or if you have a grocery store in town that actually does that, utilize that. You can order your groceries online and then just go pick them up. That way you don't have to worry about the stress of going to the store. Get back into your routine as quick as possible, because if you don't, the longer you wait to get back into your routine, the harder it is to get back into the routine. So if you have missed workouts, or you have been eating differently on your vacation, get back into the habit of eating good food for you and drinking your water. And the water is going to help flush out the toxins that you took in on vacation anyway. So get back with your workouts. It doesn't have to be super hard. Go for a walk. Like, be active, because those endorphins are going to help. You're going to feel good, and that's going to help your motivation as well. But what about life? What if you're just super unmotivated right now in this season? That was me this week. I did not want to do any housework. I didn't want to have to think about really anything. So here's a few tips for you. Switch up your routine. So for me, I have one chore I do each day of the week. It just helps me clean my house, because if I were to clean my house all in one day, I think it would probably take me 6 hours. I'm one of those people that I start cleaning something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I found this. This is from 7 years ago. I didn't know that I had this. And then I get, enticed by that thing that I forget about cleaning. So for me, I have to do one chore a day so that I can stay focused on that. And so for me this week, I decided to switch up my routine, to shake things up a bit. And instead of doing laundry on Mondays, I'm now going to do laundry on Fridays, because I feel like by Friday, I'm still a little motivated, but a lot of that is just, it's exhaustion from being so busy. I front load the front of the week with a lot of things. And so by Friday, I'm tired. I don't want to have to think about things. So I decided to stay home on Fridays, and so I can do the chores that I need to at home, such as laundry. And instead of going grocery shopping on Fridays, I'm going to do that on Mondays. So I just kind of flip-flop those things. So shake up your schedule a little bit. That's going to be like, okay, now what am I doing? And it's going to help you just, think about different things and maybe shake up that motivation a little bit. My next tip is to do something totally off plan or out of the ordinary. Maybe you like to craft, but you don't have a lot of time. If you're feeling super unmotivated, take some time out of the week to have an hour of craft time, or 2 hours, or 6 hours, whatever. Because doing something that you actually enjoy will help. It'll take a break from the mundane, the things that you're so used to doing and you're not super excited about doing. And if you do that one thing that you really enjoy doing, that's going to help your attitude the rest of the week. For me this week, it was spending more time in my Bible study. I was really struggling with my attitude. I took some time to journal. I don't know if you've been following along, but I created a faith journal where I journaled several different aspects of my Bible study and just time with God. And so for me, spending that extra time in the Word has been encouraging. It's where I needed to be. And honestly, that's my best time spent this week, is in my Bible, just listening to what God has to tell me and have Him encourage me. And getting that extra time with Him is amazing. So take that extra time during your quiet time to just be still and listen to Him. That will help too. Encourage somebody, because when you're encouraging someone, you're feeling encouraged as well. And so that can help your attitude, it can help your demeanor. And so if you take some time each day to encourage at least one person, that's going to help as well. And then if you have a to-do list like I do, if there is any task on there that takes 2 minutes or less, just do it. Just get it done. That is going to help you feel accomplished. You're going to be able to cross it off, and that may motivate you to get some more things done on that to-do list. So, most of all, just pray. God honors that when you ask Him for that motivation to get things done, because He doesn't like laziness, and I have been really convicted of that this year. So I'm not preaching to anybody, I'm preaching to myself right now. And I had a few verses that I wanted to share with you that maybe you can feel encouraged. Colossians 3:23, this is a paraphrase because I memorized this once upon a time, but not as fresh. Whatever you do, work for the Lord, not for men. So that means in your household chores, you're working for God. In your day-to-day task at work, you're working for God. In those hard moments of I'm sure parenting, I don't know, but there are hard moments in parenting. You are working for God. So in all of the mundane, the icky, the just things you don't want to do, think about that. You are working for God. You're not working for men. And I don't know about you, but that will light a fire under you. At least it does for me. And so just take on that attitude. And then in James 4:17, again, a paraphrase, whoever knows the right thing to do and does not do it, for him that is sin. And that can be applied to anything. For me, in this season of my life, I am called to be a wife, and I am called to be the caretaker of my home, which includes doing dishes. I would rather do 6 loads of laundry than dishes. I hate dishes. I really do not like dishes. And I really have to change my attitude about that, because I know the right thing to do is to do the dishes so that we can have a nice home and have nice things and, you know, all of that stuff. But sometimes I just really don't want to do it. And so I know the right thing to do, but if I don't do it, that's sin. And that's a really hard thing to swallow. So I really have to pray about my attitude and taking care of things. And, you know, this all starts with me. It starts with me taking care of myself physically, number one. So I have to be the best version of myself. My body is a temple, as it says in 1 Corinthians 6, and the Holy Spirit lives in me. So I need to take care of myself. I also need to take care of my spiritual aspects. So like I mentioned, spending more time in God's Word. And in turn, those things will change my mindset. So when you're in tune with God, He is going to change your heart. He's going to change your mindset. And so it really all comes down to that. So that's what I have to share with you today. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I love you, girl. I hope that maybe some of these tips will be able to help you. If they do, let me know. I would love to hear how you've implemented them into your life. Maybe you are feeling super discouraged right now. Reach out. I would love to encourage you to be a support for you. If you need anything, I would love to pray with you as well. So I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I will talk to you all later. Bye.